It's hard to imagine that Harry Potter was brought to the big screen 2 decades ago. Yet, time flies, and sadly, some stars who helped to make the iconic franchise are now no longer with us. Let's celebrate the legacy all these screen legends have left behind. Before Sir Michael Gambon joined the Harry Potter cast, the iconic role of Albus Dumbledore belonged to the Irish actor Richard Harris. Harris played the Hogwarts headmaster in the first 2 Harry Potter films. However, Harris actually turned down the role 3 times before accepting it. According to Rare Media, he said, "My granddaughter called me and said, 'Papa,' she said, 'if you don't play Dumbledore, I will never speak to you again.'" Shortly after he finished filming Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, Harris was admitted to the hospital with pneumonia and was later diagnosed with Hodgkin's disease, a form of cancer. However, the 72-year-old had committed to playing Albus Dumbledore for the duration of the film franchise and didn't plan to let his diagnosis stop him. Director Chris Columbus joked, "He threatened to kill me if I recast him." But sadly, Harris died on October 25, 2002, less than 10 days before the film was released, according to The Guardian. Celebrated British actor Richard Griffiths played Harry's magic-hating Muggle uncle, Vernon Dursley, in 5 of the Harry Potter films. In a 2008 interview with Sniffle, Griffiths said being part of the Harry Potter films was a, quote, "fantastic experience," and that perhaps his character was more misunderstood than people thought. He explained, "He's a guy who doesn't understand anything, Vernon, and he's not cruel, he means well, but it just comes out bad." On March 28, 2013, Griffiths died from heart surgery complications at age 65, The Guardian reported. He is survived by his wife of 33 years, Heather Gibson. The Tony Award-winning actor was recognized for his vast film, television, and stage history, including Sleepy Hollow, The History Boys, and the 2007 stage production Equus, in which he starred alongside Harry Potter co-star Daniel Radcliffe. According to ITV News, Radcliffe shared a heartwarming tribute, saying, "Any room he walked into was made twice as funny and twice as clever just by his presence. I am proud to say I knew him." Derek Deadman played Tom the barman at the Leaky Cauldron in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Initially, Tom asked Hagrid if he wants the usual, but he later explains he's, quote, "on official Hogwarts business," which means he's taking Harry to buy school supplies.
Bless my soul, it's Harry Potter.
Another person appears behind the bar in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, but the character of Tom the barman is never replaced. Prior to Harry Potter, Deadman appeared in a variety of high-profile projects, including A Streetcar Named Desiree in 1991. It is not clear why Deadman stepped away from the Harry Potter franchise, but it seems to have been for health reasons. He previously had supporting roles in Never Say Never Again and Doctor Who. Deadman retired to France, where he died from diabetes-related complications in 2014, according to 17. Verne Troyer was the actor behind the Goblin Griphook, who showed Harry to his Gringotts Ball in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Casting for the Harry Potter franchise was limited by an all-British rule, though Michigan-born Troyer was one of the few exceptions. However, British actor and fellow Harry Potter star Warwick Davis, who played Professor Flitwick, voiced Troyer's character. Troyer did not reprise his role as Griphook after the first movie, though, and when the character reappeared in the Deathly Hallows film, Davis had taken over the role completely. Troyer had a long list of acting credits, which included playing Mini-Me in the Austin Powers series. However, off-screen, the actor had issues with addiction. Troyer died from multiple organ failure on April 21, 2018, after being hospitalized for alcoholism earlier that month. After his death, his family shared a tribute to the actor on a social media page, saying, "He was a fighter when it came to his own battles, but that this time was too much." According to the Washington Post, Troyer had been open about his addiction in the past, saying, "I'm willing to continue my fight day by day." Sir John Hurt played magical wand maker Ollivander in the Harry Potter franchise, appearing in 3 out of the 8 films. We first meet Ollivander in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone when Hagrid sends Harry along to his shop to buy his wand. Hagrid tells Harry,
"Oh, you want Ollivanders? There ain't no place better."
Ollivander later reappears in both installments of the Deathly Hallows. In a nice full circle moment, Ollivander repeats a line from the first film.
The wand chooses the wizard, Mr. Potter.
He reminds Harry, who later uses this piece of information to defeat Voldemort. To Harry Potter fans, Hurt will always be remembered as the Diagon Alley wandmaker, though he had an extensive film and television career spanning half a century. During that time, Hurt amassed over 150 acting credits, including in the Guillermo del Toro film Hellboy and the long-running television series Doctor Who. The BAFTA-winning actor also bagged major voice roles in the BBC series Merlin. Hurt died on January 25, 2017. He was survived by his wife, who said he'd brought, quote, "joy and magic to the world," according to the BBC. New Zealand-born actor Terence Bayler was another exception to the all-British cast rule. Bayler played Slytherin's ghost, the Bloody Baron, in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. The Bloody Baron had a bigger role in the Harry Potter books. He was the only one who could keep Hogwarts poltergeist Peeves in line. The Bloody Baron's role didn't fully translate to the screen, and he only appears in the first movie. However, we learn more about his life in Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, when Helena Ravenclaw reveals he murdered her in the 11th century. This appearance in Harry Potter was just a stop along the way for Bayler, who had a career that spanned 6 decades. The actor was known for Monty Python, Doctor Who, and Shakespeare stage productions. Bayler died on August 2, 2016, at the age of 86, per The Hollywood Reporter. Fellow Monty Python alum Eric Idle wrote on his website, "I think the thing I love most about Terence Bayler was his gentle, loving, considerate humor. It was a privilege and a pleasure to know him. He enriched my life, and I loved him." Beloved British actor Alan Rickman portrayed Severus Snape in all 8 of the Harry Potter films. In an interview with the New York Times, Rickman was asked how he got the role. He explained,
I was asked to do it.
While Rickman was perfectly cast, he explained the role wasn't without its challenges initially. He said there was a difficulty when they started because Joe Rowling had only written 3 books at the time, and he was playing a character whose arc wasn't complete. He added, "Clearly Snape had an agenda, you just had no idea what it was." Rickman's career extended far beyond Harry Potter, too. The famed actor had a prominent stage career, along with starring roles in films such as Love Actually, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and Die Hard. Rickman died on January 14, 2016, from pancreatic cancer at the age of 69 per BBC. His death was met with heartfelt tributes from his Harry Potter castmates. Daniel Radcliffe shared on his Google Plus account, "Alan Rickman is undoubtedly one of the greatest actors I will ever work with. He is also one of the loyalist and most supportable people I've ever met in the film industry. I will carry the lessons he taught me for the rest of my life and career." Elizabeth Spriggs played the Fat Lady in The Portrait, which led to the Gryffindor Common Room. Spriggs only appeared in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, though, and in the 3rd film, the Fat Lady was played by Dawn French, who put more of a comedic spin on Spriggs' serious performance. Harry Potter may not have been a career-defining performance for Spriggs, but her work on stage was legendary. For over 4 decades, Spriggs performed classics on stage and in film. Spriggs died on July 2, 2008, at the age of 78, per The Guardian. Fellow Harry Potter actor Robert Hardy attended Spriggs' funeral. Robert Hardy played Minister for Magic Cornelius Fudge in 4 of the 8 Harry Potter films. Fudge first appeared in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, followed by Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, where he tried to befriend Harry, appearing as an ally, but later came to Hogwarts to see the execution of Hagrid's hippogriff, Buckbeak. As the films went on, Fudge became more power-hungry and became an antagonist to Harry and Dumbledore when he denied the return of Voldemort. Hardy died on August 3, 2017, at age 91, The Guardian confirmed. Harry Potter alum Chris Rinkin, who played Fudge's assistant Percy Weasley, paid tribute to the actor on Twitter, writing, "BBC News tells me Robert Hardy, the Minister of Magic, has died. Terribly sad. He was a very kind man who told wonderful stories." The classically trained British actor had a career spanning over 70 years and was known for a variety of stage, film, and television roles, such as the BBC series All Creatures Great and Small. He was also proud to have portrayed Winston Churchill on screen 9 times in 9 different productions. British actor and comedian Eric Sykes played Frank Bryce in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Frank Bryce was the caretaker of the Riddle House and the first face you see in the movie. Sykes shared a bit of his experience on the Harry Potter set with the Manchester Evening News, saying, "It was so enjoyable. I thought it was all going to be shot in half a day and went on for a couple of weeks. They kept adding little bits until it's my scene coming down the stairs, and that's the opening of the picture. They wanted him to be so well known so that when he dies after the first 5 minutes, all the audience will go, 'Ah!' Beyond his role in Harry Potter, Sykes was a versatile actor and had a supporting role in the others, alongside Nicole Kidman. On July 4, 2012, Sykes died peacefully at home with his family after a brief illness. His manager Norma Farnes told the BBC. Margery Mason appeared in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire as the trolley witch on the Hogwarts Express. The actor took over the character from Jean Southern, who decided not to reprise her role after the first Harry Potter film for health reasons. Margery is most recognizable as the ancient Booer in The Princess Bride. She also had a cameo in Love Actually, which also starred fellow Harry Potter actor Alan Rickman. The Guardian confirmed that Mason died on January 26, 2014, at 100 years of age. The actor had a full life and was not afraid to try new things, like scuba diving, for which she received a certificate at the age of 81, according to The Times. Roger Lloyd-Pack played Barty Crouch Sr. in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. He appeared several times as the Ministry representative for the Triwizard Tournament. Lloyd-Pack was best known for his roles in British comedies, such as his roles as Trigger in Only Fools and Horses, and Owen Newitt in The Vicar of Dibley, a role where he appeared alongside fellow Harry Potter alum Dawn French. However, it was thanks to his appearance in Harry Potter that the actor developed a global fan base. Lloyd-Pack then starred in the British sitcom The Old Guys and had a 2-episode guest appearance in Doctor Who in 2006. This was the second time the actor worked with David Tennant, who played his estranged son Barty Crouch Jr. in The Goblet of Fire. On January 15, 2014, at the age of 69, Lloyd-Pack died from cancer-related complications, per the BBC. Shane Allen, the former director of comedy at the BBC, shared, "The nation bids a fond and sad farewell to one of the most popular television sitcom actors of his generation." Timothy Bateson voiced Sirius Black's house elf, Creature, in the 5th film Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Creature's backstory is ultimately cut short in the film, though. Sirius's poor treatment of the house elf leads him to betray his family, but his loyalty to his former master, Regulus Black, persuades him to join Harry's fight against Voldemort in the Deathly Hallows. Bateson died on September 15, 2009, at the age of 83, according to The Guardian. Simon McBurney voiced the house elf in the Deathly Hallows films. The actor is survived by his wife Sheila, their 3 children, and his sister Anne. His family has chosen not to publicly reveal his cause of death. Prior to joining the Harry Potter cast, the actor enjoyed a 50-plus year career in film, television, and the theater. His notable credits include A Christmas Carol, Oliver Twist, and Tango at the End of Winter, which he starred in alongside Harry Potter actor Alan Rickman. Helen McCrory played Narcissa Malfoy in the final 3 installments of the Harry Potter franchise. Narcissa is known for her iconic look in each of the films, so at the Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 premiere, McCrory was asked if she would transport any of her character's style into the real world. The actor joked, "The blonde hair is a hell to upkeep, so no, I'm happy to leave her on the screen." McCrory sadly died of cancer-related complications on April 16, 2021, at the age of 52. The actor, who was also known for playing Aunt Polly in Peaky Blinders, was married to fellow actor Damian Lewis. Lewis announced his wife's death on Twitter, writing, "She died as she lived, fearlessly. God, we love her, and know how lucky we are to have had her in our lives." Tom Felton, who played McCrory's on-screen son Draco Malfoy, also shared a beautiful tribute to the actor on Instagram, writing, "So sad to say farewell so suddenly. I never took the chance to tell her, but she helped shape me as a person so much. Thank you for lighting the way forward and holding my hand when I needed it." Robert Rob Knox played Hogwarts 7th-year Marcus Belby in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. The Ravenclaw student was a regular guest at Professor Slughorn's Slug Club dinner parties, which were for notable or gifted students. Belby's uncle, quote, invented the Wolfsbane potion, which made him a treasured guest to Slughorn. Knox was due to reprise his role in the Deathly Hallows films, but he tragically died on May 24, 2008, at the age of 18, just days after filming for Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince ended. The actor was stabbed outside of a bar in London when he stepped into a fight to protect his brother. According to the Daily Mail, Knox's cousin Vicky May said after his death, "Rob had a great acting career ahead of him. He wasn't violent. He wasn't in any gang. This wasn't about gangs. This was about stupid people carrying knives." The Independent reported his attacker, Carl Bishop, 22, was sentenced to life in prison. Paul Ritter also appeared at a Slug Club event in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. He cameoed as the reporter Eldred Worple, who was a guest at Slughorn's Christmas party. In the film, he can be spotted speaking to Luna Lovegood, although in the Half-Blood Prince book, Worple introduces himself to the famous Harry Potter and offers to pen his life story. According to the BBC, Ritter died on April 5, 2021, at the age of 54, shortly after he was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Friday Night Dinner creator Robert Popper described him as, quote, "a deeply clever, funny, intelligent, kind man," adding, "He also had that rare thing. He had the common touch so people could just relate to him." Beyond his role in the Harry Potter franchise, Ritter was known for Friday Night Dinner, Quantum of Solace, and Chernobyl. Dave Legeno played the werewolf Fenrir Greyback in Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and in both Deathly Hallows films. Greyback was one of the more ruthless and infamous Voldemort supporters, though he had not officially gained Death Eater status. The werewolf is known for turning Remus Lupin into a werewolf when he was a child, attacking Bill Weasley in the 6th film, and killing Lavender Brown in the final battle. Legeno was nothing like his vicious character in real life, though. Emma Watson wrote a tribute to the actor on Twitter, saying, "He was such a lovely man." According to Flicks in the City, in 2013, Legeno shared how he loved being part of the Harry Potter cast and explained that they treated him like, quote, "one of the family immediately." Off-screen, the Batman Begins actor was also an MMA fighter and boxer. The Hollywood Reporter confirmed Legeno tragically died on July 6, 2014, from overheating while hiking in California. The Wizarding World's legendary historian, Bathilda Bagshot, is mentioned early in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone by Hermione, when she and the other first years are all about to be sorted into the Hogwarts houses. Since then, Bagshot is mentioned sporadically throughout the film series. Viewers finally get to meet her in the penultimate installment, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1, although it is not really her because she's being possessed by Lord Voldemort's snake, Nagini. The character is played by Hazel Douglas, who was in her late 80s at the time. Douglas found acting success after serving in the Royal Navy and kept busy in theater and television roles, including Vicious and At Home with the Braithwaites. Douglas became known for playing elderly and matriarchal characters like Granny and Albatross. According to The Guardian, Douglas died on September 8, 2016, at the age of 92.